Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Friday, December 19th. Happy Friday, everyone. So with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts, my Icy Chili, my gorgeous Moon, my Libra Queen, and BB. Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Hey,
Hey.
good morning, good morning.
Oh, and thank goodness BB is currently at a work meeting because I done told his ass before we started recording, you're not gonna see he have me laughing during the whole show. I ain't got time for that. I want to get through these stories without me doing a bunch of laughing. Okay.
Oh, come on now.
That goes for you too, Moon.
I get it. I get it. Leave me alone.
Well, and we currently have our hot tea cold cash giveaway.
Woohoo!
Hey.
And for the giveaways terms and conditions, head over to auntiederek.com/ hot tea cold cash. Again, that is auntiederek.com/ hot tea cold cash. So until January 19th of next year, we will be giving, we have what, five more chances? So five lucky winners will get $100 from Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea from this giveaway. So how you get entered into this giveaway to be one of those lucky winners, you RSVP to every show, every upcoming live show. You come to every live show and stay in its entirety for an additional entry. And for another entry, you share my show on your social media and use the hashtag Auntie Derek. So stay up to date by subscribing to a bitch. So head over to auntiederek.com and hit the big green subscribe button at the top left. All right. So again, and yep, I think today was the last day to RSVP for this show. We will be announcing week six's winner on Monday's show. So good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Because I've been doing my RSVP, honey. Stop playing with me.
Your RSVPing, your sharing, and all of it, and your being here. And baby, when I tell you, it is all appreciated. So I appreciate each and every last one of you. So thank you. All right. Well, I think we can go ahead and just jump right into the tea, honey.
Tea
I,
time?
Tea time.
I'm gonna say, I think we can jump into the tea,
I'm up here playing with the dog. I lost focus for a minute. I'm sorry.
honey. Don't worry, honey. We all lose focus. If my dogs were as cute as yours, honey, I'd be losing focus too. But y'all know what we like to start off with some what?
How this man still
Big
got news?
news. Oh my God.
Ain't
Big
he
news.
in jail? He's supposed to be in jail serving his time. How we still got news?
Because, honey, because of news about him, honey, it affected a lot of people, including you remember how we talked about Ashley Parham's lawsuit yesterday and how it was dismissed recently, the one she
Yep.
had against Diddy, Odell Beckham Jr., and Drewski.
Hmm.
It,
How's she get everybody? She just
she
said,
tried to
let's
go
see
after
what
everybody,
stick.
honey, and it got so messy that the Maui Police Department got into it and investigating it, honey. Now the Maui Police Chief is demanding an apology, honey.
Ooh. Oh,
And
he
y'all see,
said it's a biggest nothing burger ever. Girl, why you had me running around here looking for something? You lying. See?
exactly that. And you see where it says here, Maui police chief seeks apology after outrageous Diddy lawsuit dismissal.
Mm, mm, mm,
Not the
mm,
cops
mm.
want an apology.
They want an apology. They're like,
They
bitch, you played
said,
on my
bitch, you
song.
had us running around here
Estate problem.
looking, wasting man hours looking for something. Your ass up here lying.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Well, early this year, Diddy was sued by a woman named Ashley Parham. In her lawsuit, she alleged that she was sexually assaulted by the mogul and others at a party in 2018. Drewski and Odell Beckham Jr. were also named as defendants in the lawsuit. Maui Police Chief John Pelletier was accused of helping cover up the alleged incident. This week, the lawsuit was dismissed due to failure to prosecute. Reportedly, plaintiffs were told multiple times that the lawsuit would be dismissed if they continued to miss deadlines. The barrier to obtaining a counsel, therefore, does not appear to be plaintiff's capacity to seek counsel, but the willingness of counsel to be retained in the matter. United States District Judge Rita F. Lynn ruled. There's no indication that this barrier is likely to resolve. This is over the truth, and I'm sorry, this is over, and the truth has prevailed. Pelletier's attorney said of the dismissal per Maui Now. 9 months ago, my client was named in a federal lawsuit containing allegations that are so outrageous, so disconnected from reality, that we knew immediately that these were complete fabrications. This case died not because it was settled, he added, not because it went to trial, but it just collapsed under its own falsehoods. So the other day, December 17th, Pelletier himself addressed the dismissal. To those who threw out allegations or promoted a false narrative I'm sorry, to those who threw out allegations or promoted a false narrative to those who hurt my family, you should be ashamed of yourselves and your actions, he said. Not only do you owe a long overdue apology to my family, it should be louder and more vocal than the false narrative you helped spin. Maui County Mayor Richard Bison also recently issued a statement. He previously recommended that the police commission place Pelletier on leave amid the lawsuit. I am grateful that the civil lawsuit against Police Chief John Pelletier was dismissed, and I'm confident that the judicial process functioned as it should. It begins. I extend my aloha and compassion to Chief Pelletier and his ohana who have endured a prolonged and difficult process. Not him trying to use Hawaiian language. I'm sure he probably said, "Girl, fuck you." First he look, first he asked him to recommend him for a leave, during the lawsuit. And then go say, well, I want to shout out to him, aloha, and shout out to his ohana. He probably like, girl, fuck you. Don't talk about my ohana. But yeah, that's that on that. So he is seeking an apology. He said, and that apology should be loud, just like the allegations that y'all said about him. I
I
mean,
know
but
that's right.
but come on, like you, let's not act like police chiefs don't have a history of covering things up, allegedly. So,
No, they do, but he said, not on this island. Don't be dragging me in y'all bullshit.
well, that's that on that. Now, our next story. So, do y'all remember during the Diddy trial? I've even said that I like to look at a few people that were covering it. Some of my favorites were Judge Mathis and Nancy Grace, and simply
Oh my
because
God.
well, simply because both of them, have worked in the courts before. They do this. So when they talk, they know what they're talking about. So now when it comes to Rob Reiner and his wife who was unfortunately slain by their son, Nancy Grace actually believes that he is going to be getting the death penalty, which I found very interesting.
You know what? I think Rob Reiner and the wife was so beloved. I think in California they don't really do the death penalty, but I feel like they want to give him the smoke for like, why would you do that? Like, we love him.
And Jathan, you was talking just along the lines of Nancy Grace. So you see where it says here about TMZ, Nancy Grace says Rob and Michelle Reiner double murder is a classic death penalty case. So let me share my screen. So this is like a little under 2 minutes with Nancy Grace talking. First of all, I live for her because she's so damn animated. She cracks me up.
She's a mess.
And then that heavy ass eyeliner that she loves to wear. I love her.
Isn't
But
she from Jersey? She act like what you call it, from Jersey or no, Long Island.
I don't know because her accent is very southern. So I'll look it up after this video.
Many legal eagles are espousing that this is a death penalty case. I noticed that the prosecutor has hedged on whether he will actually seek the death penalty. Is it a lot of bark and no bite? Let me just say that is up to a jury to determine, not you, not me, just the jury. But the prosecutor has to present it to the jury for them to have that choice. If we're going to have a death penalty, this is the classic case for seeking the death penalty. What is justice for Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner? I know this. I know that right now there are many injustices taking place, such as a torrent of abuse and claims that Rob and Michelle were bad parents, that they weren't strict enough with their son. You know what? Anyone taking a pot shot at them should walk in their shoes for the last 32 years, that they did everything they could to help their son, Nick Reiner. there have been a myriad of reactions and emotions to the murders of Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, from people that knew the Reiners, um, including myself, who was kind enough to befriend me, be very kind to me during Dancing with the Stars when I was living out in LA. And for no reason, just a very, very kind, warm person.
You know, that's all people have to say about them. It's like how
Mm-hmm.
nice. Black, white, old, young. Everybody's like, this man was 100% dialed in, was they were the nicest people. They like who was the comedian? I forget. Finesse, I think his name is, or something. He
Who is that?
said
Yeah, oh,
like,
yep, Finesse Mitchell. I saw that post on
yeah,
his Instagram.
yeah, said he treated me like I was like he wanted to meet me. He was like, and I was so, gobsmacked. This is Rob Reiner. Like, come on.
And
So
did you see the where Tisha Campbell just came out and was like, Rob Reiner he's the reason why I do what I do. She said like he had a big hand in I'm paraphrasing of
no,
course,
I
and
missed
I
it.
thought it was yep, TMZ covered it.
Kendrick
I thought it was funny.
Lamar had great words for him. Everybody.
Mhm.
I mean, especially in the black community, and valid black people, not people that's handed out um passes to the damn cookout every 5 minutes because a white person blinked correctly. No. Like for real valid, like these people were legit.
Like the nuggles. Hey.
But he been, I mean, back in the 70s and 80s, he was the poster child for, what was it, All in the Family, where he was the liberal son of a like basically a racist kid, father who didn't want to see the change in the neighborhood of black people and blah blah blah, and he was like, "No, Dad, this is what has to happen," and and he has been that person in real life forever. That's who he is.
Yeah, agreed. And we looked it up, and Nancy Grace's hometown is Macon, Georgia.
Well, I heard her accent. I hadn't heard her talk in a while. I was like, oh yeah, she is country. But she gives me the the medium, the psychic from Long
Hmm.
Island. Not as anime, but that's what she gives with that damn blonde hair and,
Hmm.
and I like
The story they had about that son, how he was acting that night. They went to that
mm,
party and he was
Conan's.
running up on people, talking about, "Are you famous?" He was out of his mind then, and then finally
He
got in
probably
an
was high
argument
as
with
a.
his dad because his dad was trying to say, "You're acting like an ass," and they wound up leaving the party because of him. I was so angry at him yesterday for some reason. I was thinking about it. I'm like, they need to bury this motherfucker and throw away the key for doing this to his parents.
I mean, good people, good people. You went in there and I'm thinking, damn, the way they died, they knew they were dying. You know what I mean? Like, and they knew they were being attacked by their child. Like, my
Yep,
brain is just like short circuiting with that. Like,
yep.
whoa, that's too much.
It was a lot. And now he hiding in court. His first court appearance,
And
he's
then,
sitting in the corner, don't want to be seen. Like,
you
we
little
don't never want to
bitch,
see you again,
you
ever.
little bitch. Cause he know ooh, you nasty. And to do that to your siblings, like, you selfish piece of shit. Ugh. And people be like, oh, let's do more drugs. Y'all so fucking dumb. Get off them goddamn drugs. They don't do no good. They don't mean you no good. Get therapy. You got problems? Go seek help instead of seeking drugs.
And we have a comment. It says, "And how about this Nick guy hired expensive defense lawyers?" Ooh, the
Oh,
Reiner
that
couple is
part.
known to be authentically nice people. Oh,
Yes, he hired I said, bitch, you still going to jail. I don't care who you hire. You guilty, my dude.
hmm. Well, speaking of guilty, honey, somebody else who needs to be buried that I really don't want to talk about. But child, did y'all see that Tory Lanez just had his first interview?
No,
Oh
and he can
boy.
go to hell too.
Child, girl, it's
Go to hell.
he really
And
can.
why did they put he could have been in the picture by himself. Don't mm-mm, mm-mm.
Well, y'all see here by way of all hip hop, Tory Lanez reveals legal bombshell in first jail interview, waiting on face to face with Megan Thee Stallion, honey.
Bitch, and
Was
you'll be waiting.
don't hold your breath, you little Canadian bitch. The little Canadian engine that could, honey. I think I can. I
Mm-mm,
think I can. Little fucker.
mm-mm.
Anywho, Tory Lanez opened up for the first time from behind bars about a potential legal breakthrough and a renewed push to overturn his conviction in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting case. The rapper says he has newly surfaced evidence that his team says was never handed over during the trial.
Oh my God, how many times is he gonna say that?
Girl.
How many times he gonna claim it's more evidence that they didn't do in the trial? Boy,
I
bye.
mean, I guess until he's literally blue in the face, I'm guessing. I don't know, because yes, he's tried to use the same argument before, and we see how it did not work. But speaking from the California's men's colony in San Luis Obispo, and if I said that wrong, I'm so sorry. But during an interview with NBC News, the Canadian rapper slash Canadian bitch said, "I believe not only that I was wrongfully convicted, but the amount of new evidence that has emerged since the trial, I think, has been overwhelming." Well, that's why you're not paid to think, sweetie. Lane's attorney are their attorneys are preparing to file a fresh appeal with the California Supreme Court, arguing that key forensic evidence, specifically bullet fragments allegedly removed from Megan's foot, was never turned over to the defense. The claim centers on Brady violation, a legal standard requiring prosecutors to disclose all potentially exculpatory evidence to the defense. Attorney Crystal Morgan said Attorney Crystal Morgan said the missing fragments were documented in a pathology report from Cedar-Sinai Medical Center. According to her, the report states the fragments were placed in evidence bags and handed to hospital security. Uh, the It's missing from our date stamped official copy of evidence from the criminal trial, which is significant because this particular piece of paper says that they removed fragments and placed them in bags and gave them to a security guard that works at Cedar Sinai, Morgan said. The report surfaced during a separate defamation lawsuit filed by Megan against blogger Milagro Graham. Graham's attorney uncovered the July 14, 2020 document, which refers to a hospital security employee retrieving an evidence bag containing a quote unquote foreign body. Lanes, who was sentenced to 10 years in prison after his December 2022 conviction on charges including assault with a semi automatic firearm and possession of an unregistered loaded firearm, insists the trial unfairly portrayed him. I'm sorry. When I talk about my case, I don't want it to be taken as me coming at her because it's not that, he said. I'm just asking for somebody in the system to look at my case and look at the evidence and ask if this was fair. Last month, the California Second District Court of Appeals rejected Lane's initial appeal, stating there was no ineffective assistance of counsel or prejudicial trial court's error. His legal team is now hoping the state's highest court will consider the newly discovered evidence. Lanes is also seeking clemency or a pardon from California Governor Gavin Newsom.
Oh, you could hang that up.
Hang it up flat screen, honey. Okay.
I thought he was
Me
gonna say
from
Trump.
the head scammer in chief. Yep. He said
Yeah,
from
that would have
Gavin.
made more sense. Gavin.
hmm
Gavin
Well,
ain't
me.
giving you that.
Meanwhile, Megan has continued to speak publicly about the emotional toll the case has taken and previously secured a restraining order against Lanes, alleging he was using third parties to harass her from prison.
Mm.
Now we see why his fucking ass was fined $20,000 and why his stupid ass lawyer Crystal Morgan, why her ass was fined $5,000 just for stupid ass shit like this. Bullet fragments, and they handed the
What does
bag
that
of
even
bullet fragments.
mean?
They handed the bag of bullet fragments to the fucking hospital security. Girl,
And what? And so what makes what's the difference in the case? What does that do for him?
uh,
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what? Okay, and
Maybe,
bitch, what?
maybe a procedural error since they supposedly didn't turn it over to the defense. I mean, not it's not proven that he's innocent. It's just a legal snafu.
No, yeah, I guess because I was like trying to figure out where were they taking this, but I guess if they're trying to say, oh, there was an error committed, well, they are. Whew. I hope he got money to pay them because they are still working.
Yes, there was an error committed, honey, bringing your motherfucking Canadian ass to the States. That was the error. Quiet as it's kept. Awful.
I'm telling y'all trying to say he had a cut. I honestly was like, we could have left all his little shit. They did not do anything for the community.
Baby, had I known that he was violent towards women, I would have never streamed Busted Down. But yeah, Busted Down. Before we found out about Busted Down was a moment for me. I played it heavily on my Spotify.
And look, and you could live right without it. It wasn't worth nothing.
You're right, I can't live without it. Fuck her.
It ain't even no cultural it ain't like no back that ass up. Like you like I'm like, man, I
Right.
don't
The
even know
little
about it.
bald Canadian bitch. Uncultured bald Canadian bitch.
Trying to hang out with the black Americans. Go on up there
Hmm.
with your be
Oh,
go up there with your maple syrup. Go on
and
up there.
your poutine. Oh,
Ugh, that shit is nasty looking.
you know
Kind
what?
of
And let's unpack that for a second, honey. Because why is y'all putting gravy and cheese
on
curds on
fries.
y'all fries? That is too
Why
much.
are we eating
You
cheese curds? Like they're
you
just cheese. Let's eat that. Why we gotta eat the curd?
you know
Ew.
what? Let's just stop because the first time a Canadian say something about a hot dog, I'm gonna be ready to fight. They be like, "Oh, how could you
Oh,
eat
they
that
gonna get
processed?"
bitch slapped. They can't fight no goddamn way.
Like
Bitch,
you ain't
I'll
gonna come
slap
for
the
my hot
shit.
dog, bitch.
I'll slap you with a hot dog. You know how disrespectful that is.
Don't come for my hot dog, honey. Yes, about
And I fuck
and in
with
a baseball
Canadians, but
bat.
bitch, you would get your ass whipped. Go and sit down somewhere. I wish you would.
Well, I have to apologize to y'all because for some reason, when I was doing my show prep yesterday, this story actually missed its way on my notepad, which is crazy.
Mm.
Because y'all know I'm looking for each and every opportunity to talk about some messy Desi, honey. Messy
How did
Desi,
I know?
Lord,
Apologize. You ain't gotta apologize to us. You apologize to yourself because you
pretty
just want to
much
drag her every chance you can get.
every chance until she send that check. If you send a check, girl, I stop talking. But so now y'all should see where it says here by way of all hip hop, Rock Nation accused of exploiting bikini models to sell Megan Thee Stallion swimwear. And before I just start this story, this has nothing to do with Megan. It's just her swimwear. So Megan Thee Stallion is once again at the center of legal tension as two New York models filed lawsuit against Rock Nation for allegedly misusing their images on billboards promoting her Hot Girl Summer swimwear line. Models Janelle De La Cruz and Tanoya Wade claim this Jay-Z backed company breached its contracts by using photos from an April 2025 shoot in outdoor ads across Los Angeles and three other cities. According to court documents obtained by Billboard, both women had signed agreements limiting their use of their images solely to their social media platforms. De La Cruz was paid $5,000 for her participation, while Wade earned $8,700 plus agency fees. Their lawsuits argued that Rock Nation had a limited license to use plaintiff's likeness from the April 30th, 2025 photo shoot and knew that it did not have plaintiff's consent to display the images in billboard campaigns. The legal filings accuse Rock Nation of breach of contract, false advertising, and misappropriation of likeness. The models are seeking unspecified damages and claim the company was unjustly enriched by exceeding the agreed upon terms. Attorney Basil Hamide, who represents both women, told Billboard, "We take models' rights very seriously. We consider Rock Nation's unlawful conduct against our clients to be egregious." Although Megan Thee Stallion is not named as a defendant in either case, the lawsuit adds to the growing list of legal entanglements surrounding her brand. She recently won a defamation suit against blogger Milagro Grams involving AI generated deepfakes and online harassment. Rock Nation has managed Megan's career since 2019, a partnership that led to a long running legal battle with her former label, 1501 Certified Entertainment, which was resolved in 2023. The swimwear line at the center of the current dispute launched in May as part of Megan's broader push into fashion and lifestyle branding. Mm-mm. Messy Desi, honey. This what y'all doing at Rock Nation, honey, under your watch, Messy Desi.
Well, you know what? Desi is she might need to be on probation because There's a little too many bad stories.
I'm just saying, 1 plus 1 is 2.
I'm like, well, come on now, girl. You're kind of doing too much because there's too many bad publicity stories coming out under your leadership. Mm,
And
you
then
you
remember
need
when
to
she even
tighten up.
tried to do the damage control, because she had one rapper, I forget, because we talked about it on the show and I forget that man's name. Was it Hit Boy? I think that was the person's name, Hit Boy. I can look it up really quick. But Hit Boy tried to go on the like a tour with her. Like, oh, she's just this amazing person. She helped me get all my masters, helped me get out of this really bad contract. Now we got stuff like this saying the complete opposite of somebody that we have talked about and the messy shading things that she do like to do behind the scenes, allegedly. Mm. Hmm. So yes, I cannot believe this missed my notepad yesterday, but I'm glad. Look, we was gonna talk about it though, because y'all know any. I got her ass on my Google alerts, honey. So every story they could say, "Oh yes, Messy Des went around the quarter to take a shit," honey. I'm gonna be watching. Oh, where was she taking a shit at? Whose house was it at? I'm gonna be looking at Messy Des, honey. You come for the wrong bitch. I'm just letting
Not
you
on
know,
the Google alerts.
honey. I got her ass as soon as
Look,
soon as a new story drop, baby. I get a notification.
look, and this is a minor infraction that Messy Desi. Could you imagine if something really was like you you were really at this bitch's throat? Like,
Listen.
ooh,
There's a reason why people don't fuck with me. I'm just as sweet as pie,
look,
honey.
I
But look,
respect it. I respect it, honey, because I would too. But still, I'm like, damn, bitch.
yes, honey, when I got that email, honey, talking about Twitter removing one of my posts, honey, because of a copyright something through Getty Images. I was like, oh, okay. So Messy Daisy do like to use her connections to do her bidding. Just like she did with her daughter, allegedly.
Oh,
hmm Oh, and Dr.
you're
Daniel Bover, we ain't forgot about you, bro. We ain't forget about you,
oh,
Dr. Daniel.
oh, oh. Don't mess with the Aries, honey.
Let this be a lesson, kids. Well, now this is actually DJ Mustard is actually not looking really good right now. The stuff that he's doing is kind of looking real narcissistic. Like, I'll explain more. Let me get this TMZ article. So you all should see by way of TMZ where it says Mustard files for sole legal custody of his kids, wants $30,000 in sanctions from ex. So remember, we actually talked about their breakup or their divorce here before, like a few months ago, but really didn't go into much detail. But this, when I tell you, it's not a good look. So Mustard is on the beat and on his ex-wife Chanel Tahiri's case, claiming she's been blasting him on social media, and now he's asking the judge to give him full legal custody of their kids over it. In court documents obtained by TMZ, Mustard, whose real name is John McFarland, says he wants sole legal custody of his and Chanel's 3 children: Colin, who's 13, Connor, who's 10, and Cody, who's 6. The ex couple shared legal custody of the kids under the previous order. At the time, the judge also specifically prohibited both of them from speaking in a negative, disrespectful, or derogatory manner to or about the other in their children's presence or within hearing distance of the child. In new court papers filed by attorney Samantha Spector, Mustard alleges Chanel violated that order by making disparaging social media postings about him, including Chanel posting to Threads on October 26, writing, "Dejan, I know you're reading this. I'm so sick of your shit. You suck." He says she followed that up with, "I've been divorced 3 years now, and my ex-husband continues to do things purposely to get under my skin. A man will treat your child according to how he feels about the mother. Mark my words." He also noted her posts concerning him seemed to get the most attention online. Mustard claims remarks like those negatively impact the best interests of their children and undermine the proper functioning of the co parenting process. So he's asking for sole legal custody of the kids. He's also requesting Chanel be hit with $30,000 in sanctions to teach her a lesson about violating court orders. The wildly successful music producer married Chanel in 2020, and their divorce was finalized in 2024. As part of their settlement, Chanel got a one-time buyout payment for spousal support in the amount of $350,000, and Mustard was ordered to pay $24,500 per month in child support. We've reached out to Chanel for comment. So far, no word back. So now, as I read this along, I think we talked about the settlement, not the divorce. Well, here before, but I remember we talked about this before, and it was messy. But y'all see what I'm talking about, right? So first of all, now yes, they do got a court order saying that she shouldn't say anything negative, disparaging, or derogatory about her in front of the kids, or around the kids, or in hearing this from the kids. But do the kids follow her on social media? Maybe the oldest one does, possibly. But I don't know if that I don't know. I don't know if that maybe it does. Like remember, I'm not a lawyer, but maybe it does.
Me neither, but I don't think so. Like I was thinking, well, do they really follow her online? Come on. But he gonna be petty.
And
That
now he
don't
wants
mean
the
that
court to. Oh,
they wouldn't hear about it because if other kids' parents talk, read social media, talk about it. I mean, they could technically, you know, be affected by the information. I don't know
Yeah.
how old are his kids.
13. What did you say? 13.
Oh, well,
13, 10, and 6.
old enough. Yeah, old enough to hear about stuff they mama writing about their daddy, even if they don't follow her.
Yeah.
But that's not what the order it says. In earshot, they can't verbally hear her. I mean, if we want to be technical about it,
Technical about it.
And the kids
because
did not
verbally,
hear that.
no, they didn't.
Now
Now, if they read it, that's something different.
it's the trying to get the courts to have her fine her $30,000 in sanctions and stuff like that. Like that just
Hmm.
shows me that you was just a hurt ass nigga and you just mad you got to pay her spouses and
Oh
child
hell
support.
yeah, he
Mm.
mad. I don't know what they. I don't know why they got a divorce. Why? What's the reason? But everybody butt hurt in this little
Mhm.
situation.
Child, well, speaking of butt hurt, honey, let's talk about it because you know who usually a lot of times when a male celebrity, especially like it's how especially in the NBA or the NFL or something, when they have like a really public or nasty divorce, usually the ones who support the men the most are other men, and they
Mhm.
usually say not so nice things about the women involved in it, right?
Mhm.
We've seen it with our own eyes, baby, and Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert are no exception. And I was gagged, honey. I'm like, really?
Who
So
is speaking on Tiana?
some podcasts, but it's a bunch of men that's really doing it. And this article pretty much sums it up. And you see where it says, by way of all hip hop, Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor divorce details have men enraged. And baby, they not lying when they say enraged. These men were living. I'm like, damn, do y'all want this nigga to fuck y'all? Y'all want to be his wife? It's like this is crazy. So Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor have officially closed the book on their marriage, money and all, and the final numbers are the kind that make even seasoned hip hop observers blink twice. The former NBA champion and the singer, actress, and entrepreneur are now legally divorced, with court documents revealing a settlement that sends more than $25 million in assets Shumpert's way straight into Taylor's column. So the couple who were married for 8 years and built a public image around love, creativity, and family quietly began divorce proceedings back in January of 2023. The case wrapped up in June of 2024 in Fulton County, Georgia, but the real shockwaves did not hit until the financial details surfaced. What was once a private split suddenly became a case study in how marriage, money, and legal structure can dramatically reshape fortunes. According to filings, Taylor is set to receive a $10 million cash payout, along with four residential properties valued at roughly $10 million combined. Those homes were part of the couple's shared real estate holdings and are now being transferred fully into her name. And in a fleet of add in a fleet of luxury vehicles, and the numbers climb even higher. Taylor walks away with a Maybach valued around $300,000, a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter estimated at $80,000, and a custom tour bus with approximately worth approximately $100,000. That alone paints a vivid picture of the lifestyle the two maintain while together. So I read all that because I'm about to share my screen and show the video. So what podcast was this? This is from the Highly Dysfunctional Podcast. And whomever were the hosts on that podcast, and y'all gonna hear it for yourselves, honey. This is child. Give me 1 second.
Let me tell you why I think Tiana Taylor's a piece of shit. Let me say this, man. And this is the problem in the Black community with our women. We got queens, we got princesses, and we got roosters. Now, when you married this man, you knew this man had way more to offer. Way fucking more to offer than you could. Nobody was buying your fucking records. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck about you.
Oh my God. Cut this shit off. Oh my God.
You coming in to coming to America, all of his hype, you fed off of it. So you was a trifling, no good bitch.
Wow. Yeah, I don't really
you ain't got no
the
fucking talent. You a trifling.
She's a great dancer.
She's a piece of shit. She ain't got no talent. She can't sing.
No talent.
She raped him. You know what I'm saying? She get all his money. That bitch don't deserve none of this shit. 50-50. No, that bitch don't deserve none of this shit she got. Fuck out of here. Bitch don't deserve shit.
She said 50-50.
Who the fuck gave a fuck about Tiana Taylor?
I don't really know about it. I just seen like the blogs and
who
shit.
Who the fuck gives a fuck about that bitch? She looked like a young Dionne Warwick. Who the fuck gives a fuck about
her?
Dionne might love her.
I'm highly dysfunctional. You heard? That's that dysfunctional shit. You heard?
Stop! Don't
Ooh, child,
Who
together.
are these raggedy motherfuckers? Who is them? Who are they? I don't see them. Who are they?
Oh, they did. It's just from somebody. There was a clip from their Instagram. It's from a podcast called Highly Dysfunctional, and I guess they were not lying. They told you what it was in the name. Well, baby,
No. Who is them? Are they basketball players? Are they just niggas on talking?
don't give me the line.
Look, them dumb motherfuckers. She had money before him. Y'all don't even know fucking about her. And then, you know what? It be them same sorry ass motherfuckers. That man cheated on her, drug her through the mud for no fucking reason. After they done had all these kids and babies and built this life, and then he was constantly cheating on her. But then when she divorced him and she get what she get, now she got to be all of these names. Fuck them sorry ass motherfuckers. Everybody don't need a fucking podcast. Fuck them bitches. Yeah, I said it. Run and tell your mama. I hope they hear I said it.
That's the girl. You know that's actually Khalees lyrics. Fuck them bitches. Fuck them bitches. That's right. I said it.
Shout out to Khalees. Ooh, them sorry motherfuckers. The fucking nerve. They probably ugly as shit, broke as fuck.
Now you got me curious. I'm gonna do a quick Google search if I can see if I can find this.
Why they ugly? I'm sure they ugly. Cause them always be the ones that got the most fucking opinions. They probably voted for Trump. Oh, sorry, bitches. That's what that's giving.
It was the Tiana Taylor can't sing for me though. I'm like, girl,
and don't got no talent. I'm sorry. She don't have what? She don't have what? That's one thing she has done is giving us talent. Stop. Oh my God. Nobody got the smoke for them fucking Kardashians like that. Them niggas ain't got the smoke for her. But a black woman who has talent, who's been done wrong, they want to drag her like she piece of shit. Oh, that's crazy.
So I'm not seeing like anything that shows who they are.
They're anonymous. Wow.
Well, maybe I just need to do a deeper look. Highly Dysfunctional. Highly Dysfunctional Podcast. And boy, were they not lying. And then you heard the girl up in there was giving very much Angela Yee, who you're well, I should say, given what
Don't get me started on Angela Yee.
is given
Oh
what K
God.
Michelle accused Angela Yee of doing and pretty much not being a girl's girl and sitting there, that girl who was sitting there on the side with them, just letting them like
She's such a docile. Oh, she's so timid. Oh, she get on my nerves. She cannot interview. She's terrible. I hate. As much as Charlamagne get on my fucking nerves and Envy is act slow. She was the fucking worst.
actually I didn't hate her. And she does
Mm,
have certain moments when it comes to interviews, so I'll give her that. I didn't.
she's
They're actually
not a
I like her
strong
a lot better
interviewer.
than I like Jess Hilarious. That's for damn sure.
Well, I don't even count her, but um, this supposed to be your for real job, girl, and you're terrible at interview. All these years, you're still terrible at asking questions and interviewing people. What's the name of that damn podcast again? I'm up here talking highly
Dysfunctional.
dysfunctional.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to find anything. Cause I was looking, I couldn't find anything. And then the stuff that I was finding wasn't even their podcast. So
Okay, yeah, same. Oh, here's highly dysfunctional. Is this their Instagram? Let me see if there's any video or. Oh, okay. There's Mona talking. Hold on.
oh, Mona Scott Young.
No, Mona who does
Oh,
her
don't call me white
podcast.
girl Mona.
Yeah, don't call me white girl Mona.
Well, shout out to both Monas, both fabulous Monas.
Let me see. Oh, if it's these niggas, then yeah. I'm looking
Oh,
at the Instagram. It's terrible.
oh, they
Look at
ugly.
these crusty lip niggas. Oh God.
Not talking shit through crusty lips. That's crazy.
Oh my God. Oh, this nigga here. Oh, please. Be fucking for real. Mm-mm,
Well, the lesson of the day, kids, be fucking for real.
mm-mm, mm-mm. He could keep it. You shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's a highly dysfunctional. I can just going through the Instagram. Oh yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. They can
Mm-mm.
fucking shut the fuck up. How about that?
Well, thank you for that, Moon. Because of that, I will not be going to go and take a look for myself. It sounds like I don't need to.
You don't. You ain't missing nothing. Fuck them bitches. Oh, yeah, he's terrible looking. Oh, yeah. Oh, I clicked on some more. Oh, yeah, no, fuck him.
Girl, get that off your phone before it get up in your algorithm.
No, I'm on my computer. Oh, it's a light one too. Oh, and I think they probably Gen Xers. Oh, it's terrible. They look. Oh, the old ones though. Mm-mm.
Um,
Mm. Oh, he got a gap. It's like the size of Milwaukee. Child, it's
oh my
huge.
God.
Mm, fuck them. Okay, carry on.
Well, you know who else is saying fuck somebody, honey? There's a jeweler that's out here saying fuck Terrence Crawford. I don't give a damn if his ass did retire now. Fuck him. Hey, you know why he said that? Because y'all should see here by way of TMZ. Bud Crawford sued by jeweler over allegedly blowing off deal to promote shop. So Terrence Crawford hasn't been retired for a full week, but he's already got another fight on his hands, albeit a legal one, because the legendary boxer has been sued by a prominent jeweler who claims Bud lied to him and screwed him over. In the lawsuit filed on December 18th and obtained by TMZ Sports, 38-year-old Crawford is accused of hitting up Mazda, New York, in February 2024 for several custom pendants for him and his team. We previously reported when Bud copped them. According to Mazda, Crawford became interested in a $139,000 Patek Philippe Aquanaut watch while in the store. But rather than buying it flat out, Mazza claims Bud suggested he paid $35,000 and then would cover the rest by promoting the jewelry store on his trunks during a fight. Mazza says he agreed, however, when Crawford's August 2024 fight against Israel Madrimov rolled around, the jeweler claims the logo had completely fallen off by the fourth round. Mazza claims that Crawford and his representative acknowledged that they did not fulfill the agreement and promised to make it up in the next fight, which was against Canelo Alvarez. The jeweler says he delivered a patch with his logo to Bud's rep before the September 13th mega fight, but says he was ultimately told the logo would not appear on Crawford's shorts during the Alvarez fight. Mazza says he wasn't given any reason or explanation for this sudden and unexpected change regarding the patch on Terrence's shorts. By allegedly blowing off the agreement, Mazza says his business was deprived of an opportunity to elevate his brand, claiming he missed out on an estimated $1.5 million worth of promotion. And that's exactly what Mazza is looking for, at minimum, in addition to other damages. Yeah. I want to know what's the reason for them not doing it the second time like they promised they would. So now you got to cough up maybe a little bit more than $1.5 million. And yeah, keep your word, babies. Like your word is your word, honey. Y'all not keeping your words these days. That's the problem. That's that on that. Well, what else I got on this notepad? Huh? Oh, child, this story here. I don't understand why people be fucking around going overseas with weed, honey, or fucking around with weed overseas. I just, baby, once you saw ASAP Rocky or Brittany, what's her name, Brittany Griner. Once y'all saw them getting fucked up over there, baby, you couldn't even pay me to go over there and do that. But Wiz Khalifa apparently didn't get the memo, and now his ass got caught up in Romania, child. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ, Wiz Khalifa facing 9 months in Romanian prison for weed, and he appeals the sentencing. Of course he would, but I don't know what appealing gonna do, because you know they don't play that shit over there. But anyway, Wiz Khalifa is facing a potential 9-month stint in Romanian prison for weed, but he's hoping to find an alternative solution to a definitive sentence just handed down by that country's government. Thursday, Romania's is that Constata Court of Appeal upheld an appeal filed by DIICOT, Constata Territorial Service, a prosecutor's office in the country, to sentence the young, wild, and free rapper to 9 months, despite a previous citation that only fined him 3,000 lei, which is roughly $700 in USD. Sources close to the situation informed TMZ Hip Hop that nothing is set in stone just yet. His team is currently in the process of appealing the sentence. Wiz was arrested and briefly held following his performance at Costanesti's Beach Please Festival in July 2024, where he lit up a joint while dancing to Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg's The Next Episode. Romanian drug laws are strict, and it could be an uphill legal battle. Oh, ain't no could be about it, baby. It's going to be an uphill legal battle, honey. Because they already done find your ass the first time. You thought because you Wiz Khalifa, shit didn't stink. You didn't believe shit stink, and now you sitting up there taking a big whiff in Romania. You see it stink like hell now, don't it? I don't know why I don't understand why y'all be playing around with that weed over there. And this is coming from a smoker. Y'all know I smoke like a chimney, honey. And if I know I'm going out of country and with somewhere that I've heard that they have strict weed laws over there, the last thing I'm gonna do is fuck around. I'm not taking no edibles. I'm not taking no oils. Hell, I might not even go unless the price is right.
Like, what in the hell is he even doing in fucking Romania? Like, why would you go there knowing you like to smoke like that and they got strict drug laws? Why are you over there?
Listen, I'm saying, even though I know Snoop Dogg is not our favorite right now, but you know what he never get caught up for? Being in another country with some weed on him. Because he know better. I just wish he could know better among other things, but I will talk about that later. But yeah, I mean, good luck. That's all we can say. I mean, it's really not much unless President Trump can come out and say, "Hey, bring him over here." I mean, it's really not. You're going to spend that 9 months in prison, honey. Romania does not play with weed.
He
Period.
might not stay 9 months, but he gonna spend some time. Trump might get him out, but he gonna be over there for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid ass.
Huh? Well, let's get back to the American courts now, honey. Do y'all remember the last time we talked about Lil Durk? His legal team was actually trying to go against the prosecutors and pretty much saying how they were working with the feds to try to like pretty much in cahoots with the feds and trying to set him up and stuff like that. Well, baby, that court said, bitch, bye. Take your ass back to your cell. And you see, I just shared here by way of hot new hip hop. Lil Durk takes major court loss as judge rejects motion to disqualify prosecutors. Child. Lil Durk has taken no shortage of legal losses throughout his career, and this week was no exception. All Hip Hop's Grouchy Greg Watkins exclusively reports that a federal judge has denied his request to remove the prosecutors from his murder for hire case. In his request, he alleged that the first assistant U.S. Attorney Bilal A. Essel's appointment was improper. Per a new filing, the court rejected the rapper's request for the same reason courts in other cases rejected similar motions. Reportedly, he was given a chance to argue his case, but failed to submit the required statement. For this reason, the judge decided that Assels may continue to supervise Banks' prosecution. This isn't the only issue Dirk has raised with the government in recent months, however. In November, he asked that both the judge and the lead prosecutor in his case be recused. He alleges that he alleges that they failed to disclose violent threats received by prosecutors. The integrity of criminal prosecutions depend on transparency and impartiality. Here, both were fatally compromised, their motion alleges, because these violations strike at the core of due process and the constitutional guarantee of receiving fair hearings in front of an impartial decision maker. Dismissal is the only adequate remedy. Lil Durk was arrested last October and has been behind bars ever since. Officials allege that he hired multiple people to fly from Chicago to Los Angeles to carry out the murder of Quando Rondo. In 2022, Quando Rondo and his cousin, Savaye Lil Pab Robinson, were targeted in a shooting at a Los Angeles gas station. Quando Rondo survived, while Lil Pab succumbed to his injuries at the age of 23. Authorities believe this was allegedly done in retaliation for King Von's 2020 murder. So, yep, that court said, no, boo. My thing is, though, it's not, because it says the reason that it was dismissed is because it says he alleged they failed to disclose. I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry. Let me go back to the say. Reportedly, he was given a chance to argue his case, but failed to submit the required statement. So, okay, so one of two things is happening here, right? So either the prosecution is doing what Lil Durk is alleging and kind of not just withholding information, not like showing it everything in full and all of that. That's certainly a possibility, because you can't convince me that somebody like Dirk, right? If we've been following Dirk's trial and what we know about him, he very well might be, somebody who pays people to go after others to kill people, allegedly, but he's somebody who reads, he's somebody who does his work. And remember, with the last, we talked about a story about him, like encouraging other inmates to read, encouraging uh, other inmates to convert to Islam. So he converted 13 other inmates to Islam and stuff, and they're reading the Quran. So you expect me to believe that somebody who does all this heavy reading failed to submit a statement that was required? Mm-mm. Nope, not buying it. Not buying it. Especially when this prosecution, like especially when it's been reported before that they've been withholding information. So did they probably did get that statement, but didn't they probably withheld it, allegedly. Because I mean, clearly this is what they do based off the information that we have. So it's just something, baby. When I tell you his trial is about to start in January, when I tell you I'm going to be following this just like I followed the Diddy trial, honey, from the rooter to the tutor. Y'all gonna get so tired of hearing Lil Durk's name, honey. I'm telling y'all now. So just a heads up. Well, that's that on that. Um, this next story is actually very interesting. So remember, this is another story that we've been following here on this show about David Harbour and Stranger Things, and how there has been reported friction between him and his TV daughter Millie Bobby Brown. And then now he has come out and say, "Oh no, we're cool." She has come out to say, "I mean, it's cute." Sean Levy came out to say, "Oh no, that's not true." Although we learned that his ass was lying. So now I actually found this to be very, very interesting because it looks like what they're trying to do now is blame his behavior on mental illness. And I have this link from TMZ here. David Harbour won't attend Stranger Things finale event amid bizarre behavior.
Mm.
So you see what they're trying to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So David Harbour's taking a step back from the spotlight, it seems, skipping a big Stranger Things event after a truly bizarre incident where he allegedly stole a fan's hat. The actor was initially supposed to attend the Stranger Things the final season celebration at New York City's Paley Center Thursday. However, he's no longer listed as an attendee on the event's website. A rep for the Paley Center told People he can't make it due to a scheduling conflict. The timing of the cancellation may raise some eyebrows among fans, given Harbour seemingly been in the news for all the wrong reasons over the past few months. He sure has. As you know, Harbour's going through a messy divorce with Lily Allen, who seemingly spilled all the juicy details about their relationship on her recently released album, West End Girl, including alleged sex toys she found, which she claims he was using on someone else. There were also rumors of Millie Bobby Brown filing her harassment report against Harbour for alleged abusive behavior on set, though Brown categorically denied the rumors and even lauded Harbour as an actor and collaborator. And we broke the story just yesterday. Harbour was caught on video running down the street with a bar patron's hat in a weird altercation in Encinitas, California. He later threw the hat to the ground, asked the group about the Iraq War, and then fell to his knees in prayer. A source with direct knowledge told us David has always been honest about managing his bipolar disorder. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what he's dealing with here after working nonstop all year and having his personal life under public scrutiny. That will be stressful for anyone, but even more so for someone who is bipolar. Worth noting, Harbour is the only major cast member sitting out the event because series star Brown will also reportedly not be at the Paley Center this evening. We've reached out to Harbour's rep. So far, no word back. Mm. Hmm. I see what y'all doing. Y'all not slick. Y'all not slick, honey, and it's not working. What Jay-Z say, we don't believe you. You need more people. It's
Look
not
at the
working.
eyes. Look at the eyes.
Mhm.
The eyes never lie. They just don't.
And now both him and Millie Bobby Brown not gonna be there. Mhm. My thing is, Mr. Sean Levy, executive producer, you ain't have to lie. You didn't. You literally stood up on that red carpet and lied, honey, for no reason. All he had to say, maybe we did have a little bit of friction, but it's all good. We're all good now. No, he's just, we're just a great environment. Everyone loves it here. Oh, there's been no whole time there were reports of a harassment claim that was filed, and he's sitting there lying. Mm-mm. So yep, I see this exactly for what it is. And now because of Lily Allen done woke it up, now Millie Bobby Brown done woke it up on his ass. Now they trying to protect that image, honey. Trying to protect that bottom line. Oh well, he's been managing his bipolar disorder. Oh, he's bipolar now. Okay. Anywho. Um, oh, Happy Queen of Happiness. This is for you, boo. This is your era, honey. Because I know you this story right here is for my Gen X's, honey. Because I know how much the Gen X's used to love them some Corey. Y'all love the Corys, honey. The Corys was y'all babies. So well, honey, one of the Corey's moms, Corey Haim's mom, baby, she is coming out letting that chopper sing, honey, against Corey Feldman. And y'all see I have this TMZ article. Corey Haim's mom slams Corey Feldman for claiming Corey molested him. Oof, we have a comment. Oof, the Corey. Sorry. Oh, well, yes, honey, this is messy. Well, Corey Haim's mother is blasting Corey Feldman for claiming her son molested him back in the day. She says Feldman is lying about her late son for attention. Haim's mother, Judy Haim, tells TMZ, shame on Feldman for creating another lie to poison people's heads and keep himself relevant. In a new documentary, Corey Feldman versus the World, Feldman claims Haim molested him when they were filming 1987's The Lost Boys. Haim died in 2010, and Judy points out her son is not here to defend himself against what she says are bogus claims from Feldman. Judy tells us there's no way in hell her boy ever molested Feldman, and she claims Feldman is making up lies about her son because he doesn't want people to focus on his own wrongdoings. Haim's mother says her son likes women, not men, and says he would tell her, I don't care if someone is gay, but I am not gay or any of that stuff. She tells us her son was a one woman man who was not into men. Feldman previously claimed he and Haim were victims of sexual abuse when they were coming up in Hollywood. Judy tells us Corey Feldman always talks about sex and blames my kids for things that he is not here to defend himself about. She says there are multiple reasons why Feldman's claims don't add up. She says she knows her son and was always on set with him, including on The Lost Boys. And if she wasn't around, his sister or his father were there, and the family didn't leave him alone for a minute. Plus, Judy finds it strange that Feldman is only making the claim now after being friends for a long time, telling us, why would they be friends for so long if this happened? It doesn't add up. Judy tells us Feldman's claims are so defamatory and hurtful to my son's legacy, and she says she's considering taking legal action. We've reached out to Feldman's rep. So far, no word back. I'm telling, when I tell y'all I live for how TMZ ends their stories, we've reached out to so and so. So far, no word back. Why y'all don't be responding back to TMZ? Respond back to TMZ, y'all. Let me read these comments. These two people just live super sad lives, and here I am going to watch Stand By Me this weekend because of Reiner. I can't watch Stand By Me, honey, because of two words: Jerry O'Connell. When I tell you, Jerry O'Connell is not going to be anywhere on any of my devices. I don't want to see that white man on my TV, honey. Get him out of here. But yeah, this is I actually believe Feldman though. I don't believe a word his mother is saying. So, but that's just my personal opinion. Because I mean, while she remember like Feldman went into when he first like woke it up, honey, he went into detail about what he and Corey Haim went through, honey. And I mean, you sitting here saying that you was on set and you or maybe family members was on set. Well, baby, y'all must have sat back and watched the shit happen because I mean that was just too what's the word I'm looking for? Too descriptive to kind of be like too descriptive to me to be fiction. I was like, oh no, that shit sounds very real, and we know like even with our own personal stories about predatory men that shit like that happens. So listen, uh, this was a coming of age for Gen X, excuse me. Boys from Stand By Me turned out like the roles they play. Yeah. Um, and is Charlie Sheen suing Feldman after Feldman released that Charlie Sheen sexually abused Haim in the making of that movie? Now see, I didn't hear that's some tea that I done missed, honey. Look, you say not a joke, they really did. Look, I know that's why it's funny. Oh, but yeah, I'm sure this is not going to be the last we heard about this, honey. Where's this documentary at? Let me go. Corey Feldman versus the World streaming. Where can we watch her, honey? Oh, Apple TV. Okay. I might check it out. I mean, no shade to Gen X. I'm just not one of you, honey. I'm a millennial, so the chorus don't really mean much to me. But that's that on that.
They were a thing back in the day. It was they had a thing, and then they got really weird, and then one of them died. So it's always been sad.
Oh, baby, I know. Trust me when I tell you, I know it was a huge thing. They were like the big pop culture icons, and up to the point where they were even on the Simpsons and stuff. So that's got the Simpsons were pretty much who brought the chorus to my attention. I'm like, oh, they were like a thing, like a hit thing. And then my mom and her friends were telling about, oh yeah, we used to watch their movies, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, cool.
They were in really good movies, and they
Mm.
were destined to be like super big actors. And then, of course, all the drugs and those kids having too much access to adult things. It's sad.
Mm.
And yeah, the one that's still alive, Feldman, he's a
Hmm.
weirdo, the biggest weirdo on the planet.
He a weirdo, honey, but he was the one who woke everything up, and that's the one I'm like. I mean, the way he was talking and the stuff that he was saying, I'm like, this is just too good to be fiction. Like but now the mama done entered the chat, honey. So we about to, and she said she might consider legal action. But if you do that, girl, yeah, I'm just saying you be careful because you might wanna that might open the can of worms if you want to keep closed and protect your son's legacy. I'm just saying. So that's that on that. Well, someone else that I truly don't really care to talk about, especially after learning his politics, Russell Brand. Um, well, he
Oh,
used
that
to be
fucker.
that fucker, honey, and he used to be married to Katy Perry's ass.
Yeah, she like weird people, but yeah,
Who's
yeah, I
this?
remember. And he's a fucking Trumper.
He is indeed, and they actually just caught his fucking ass at a Turning Point USA event. And he was talking about Katy Perry's new relationship with Justin Trudeau. So I actually thought this was
He should
kind
have
of
minded his own business. Now he got me up there sticking up for Katy Perry. Why are he in her business?
I ain't sticking up for neither one of them. And to be quite honest, I love the mess. But that's why I'm sticking.
Mind your business. Cause wasn't he dating somebody weird too? He had a little fucked up relationship here recently. You need to pay attention to that.
Mhm. Well, this is my coffee break story. So while this video was playing of them asking him about what he thinks of Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, because I found it interesting. He actually said he liked Orlando, but he just don't like Trudeau, and he'll explain why in this
Cause
video.
he's a liberal.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see what he has to say. Give me 1 second.
Look, Katy Perry, I was married to her. I love her still, and I'm glad that her mum's in the room to hear me say this. But look, I was okay with Orlando Bloom. But Justin Trudeau! Come on, man! Don't put me in a category with that guy! That globalist stooge!
Your ex-wife is now dating a guy who should be deported, Justin Trudeau. Do you think the way that you've turned out, she actually might be the catalyst for people becoming super based?
I've got nothing but good things to say about Katy Perry, or indeed anybody. Justin Trudeau, on the other hand, oh man. Like, look, the biggest threat to our society are political leaders that have no authentic power, that seem to be operating on behalf of global bureaucracies, that seem to get kind of auditioned into political power. I'd like to be positive and forgiving and loving. It is a message of forgiveness and loving that I'm here to share. And I will say he's got a nice haircut.
I'll take
Black
that.
up less, hairdressers more. Whether I've been glib and flippant about Justin Trudeau, he's a child of God. He deserves love and he deserves respect and he deserves happiness, and I pray for that for him. I pray for it for all of you.
Don't pray for me, girl. Where your prayers is coming from, I don't want that kind of prayer. Mm-mm. But yeah, that's that on that, honey. And sorry I had to put y'all through that with his annoying voice just for the sake of me going to get some coffee. But hell, it is what it is. Shit. So that's that on that. He doesn't like Trudeau because what was the word he used again? Hold on. What was that? He said he's a globalist stooge. Hmm. Okay. Well, got 3 more stories left. Well, no, actually 4, thanks to Moon who gave us that last story. But yeah, so now this next story here, Nicki Minaj and 6ix9ine, honey. So I don't know if y'all remember, y'all, I'm sure y'all don't remember this, but they had a song back in 2018 called Fifi that was actually very radio heavy and it did really well. But now it's actually been reduced. So you should all see here by way of hot new hip hop, 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj's Fifi suffers huge RIAA demotion. And I didn't even know like they did this. I thought when something like went platinum, then it stays there, but I guess not. Well, 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj's 2018 smash Fifi has received some major revisions to its RIAA certification. You could even call it historic because the once 8 times platinum single now holds 5 million units sold. According to Pop Fusion, it's the first time this century that anything has happened like this. Per RIAA's website, the update was made on Monday, December 15th. And if you were curious, Fifi sold 8 million units on September 5th of 2019, according to chart data. It was especially impressive back then as 6ix9ine and Nicki dropped the collab in July of 2018. Overall, this doesn't instantly wipe away anything the song did. It was unavoidable on the radio, on streaming playlists, and on social media. The music video has over 1.1 billion views. Moreover, it debuted at number 4 on the Hot 100. However, this does make you wonder if botting was going on to make the track just a bit more successful. That theory will almost certainly come to light as we await from an answer from RIAA. As of yet, they have not clarified why such a drastic change was made to Fifi. But shockingly, that's not the only wild things to report. If you notice on the RIAA site, Nicki Minaj's name is nowhere to be found. So that means if the track ever achieves diamond status, which is 10 million units, she won't receive a plaque for that. Of course, things could change to where her name gets re-added. After all, she's got feature and writing credits on DSPS. But that is worth mentioning right now. Overall, it is going to be interesting to hear what the RIAA has to say about this if they decide to speak out. For 6ix9ine, though, this news comes at a bad time. Earlier this month, the Gummo songwriter was sentenced to 3 months in prison over his handful of probation violations. They stem from his infamous 9 Trey Bloods RICO case. Despite being labeled as dumpster fire by the judge who delivered the punishment, he decided against the prosecutors who pushed for a lengthier sentence. Mhm. So yeah, that's really interesting. Like for a song to be 8 times platinum, and now I think they're saying that it's 5 times platinum now. But they're alleging that maybe bots causes. I'm gonna follow this story because this is strange. Because I mean, if I'm trying to see, or because especially with the RIAA not even like responding to any questions about it, like are they just doing this because they can? Like what's going on? But we'll find out. And that is that on that. Um, this next story here. So Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is, I guess, no longer considered a felon in Tennessee because he was pardoned. And y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Jelly Roll pardoned by Tennessee governor, for a felony robbery drug convictions. So Jelly Roll, his slate is officially clean. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee granted the country star a full pardon Thursday, scrubbing the country star's felon past. The need a favor hitmaker has never tried to hide his troubled history. He was in and out of jail for about a decade, beginning at the age of 14 for convictions including aggravated robbery, drug possession, drug dealing, and shoplifting. His felony convictions include a robbery when he was a teen, for which he was tried as an adult, and drug charges at 23. Now, those felonies are removed from his record, and he will have an easier time booking international tour dates and carrying out Christian ministry adjacent work without having to go through the extra red tape, child. You know what? Had I saw that part in this story, I wouldn't even have read this, y'all. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, Jelly Roll has long used his story as a story of redemption. letting other criminals know they too can turn their lives around. Governor Lee certainly agrees, telling reporters Thursday his story is remarkable and is redemptive. And it's a redemptive, powerful story, which is what you look for and what you hope for. The exciting news comes after the musician was endorsed for a pardon by the Tennessee Board of Parole with unanimous vote back in April. So y'all only pardon him so he can go and spread Christian ministry internationally. Okay, girl. I tried to take that Christofascism, honey. I tried to say, but good for him. That's cute for him. Hopefully, he I'm sure it's a lot of black rappers, maybe some in because he used to rap. Jelly Roll used to rap with 3 6 Mafia and all them and stuff. I'm sure it's somebody that Jelly Roll know that could use a pardon and have they slate wipe clean. I'm sure. So yeah, good for him. Anywho, this next story. So unfortunately, Gorgeous Moon, I do have to talk about Angela Yee once more. So unfortunately, she just lost her brother, and I actually saw that on her Facebook. Not to what was the other day? She posted like a family photo of her mom, dad, and brother when her and her brother were younger, and she put like the heartbreaking emoji. So I'm like, ooh, what happened? Because initially I thought it may have been the dad that passed away, but no, it was her brother. And I just shared this link here from All Hip Hop. You should see where it says Angela Yee's brother passes away and she issues urgent health warning. So Angela Yee confronted grief and urgency on her Wait Up with Angela Yee platform in New York City as the veteran radio and media personality revealed the sudden death of her only brother while urging listeners to take health warnings seriously and prepare for the unexpected. The emotional disclosure unfolded during a raw on air conversation that quickly shifted from personal loss to public service. Yee explained that her brother died from an aneurysm after experiencing days of intense headaches that did not initially register as a medical emergency for him or his family. The first sign something was wrong came through absence rather than alarm when he stopped responding in the family group chat. He's very active in our group text, like in our family chat every day, Yee said. He's a person that if you call him, he's going to answer. If you text him, he answers right back. That silence prompted action. Yee said her mother used a spare key to enter his home and found him on the floor. Emergency responders arrived, but protocol required a prolonged wait for police and the medical examiner before the family could return inside. Because he was alone and appeared to have fallen, authorities had to rule out foul play. Excuse me. Doctors later confirmed an aneurysm as the cause of death. Yee shared that her brother had complained of severe headaches in the days before he died and tried to manage the pain on his own. He had been saying he had really bad headaches a couple of days before that. They were so bad he had to take 3 Advil, she said. When you feel pain like that and it feels out of the ordinary, it is important to see a doctor because, again, you never know what could happen. Yee acknowledged how easy it is to minimize symptoms, especially for people who consider themselves healthy and active. I probably would have did what he did, take some Advil and go lay down, she said. Beyond the medical warning, Lee spoke about another reality families often avoid. At 51, her brother had never discussed burial preferences or end of life wishes, leaving relatives to make weighty decisions during shock and grief. They're like, does he want to be cremated or does he want we never even discussed that, she said, excuse me. An arrangement moved forward. Yee asked friends and listeners to send photos for a memorial slideshow to bookangela.yee@gmail.com. So sad. And Angela Yee is absolutely right, honey. And you know who black people, we are good for this, honey. We are good. And I'm speaking from experience myself. I'm no exception. If I have like a headache or something, and a headache that seems out of the ordinary, more painful than usual, I'm just like what her brother would have did. I would have made, let me take some Tylenol, let me take some Advil, keep it pushing and go on about my business. Whole time I need medical assistance. Like I need to be examined. And unfortunately, her brother is no longer with them. So condolences to her and her family. That is just really sad. But I'm glad she I hate that she had to be in a position to do that, but I'm glad she used her platform to do that because she's absolutely right to say that. And we need to start being on top of our shit for real. And I know it's gonna be hard, y'all, especially with the news of healthcare and stuff like that. But y'all, we gotta get it together. And I'm talking to myself too, so I'm no exception. Well, that was all the tea that I had, but and I'm getting ready to ask y'all, did y'all have any tea that you want to share? Moon, Gorgeous Moon, actually was able to give me a story before we started recording, so I'm going to share that with y'all. So we actually have someone else who can join Sharon Moore in the category of coaches who have been fired for being inappropriate with the people who work under them, honey. So I have this New York Post article and Mr. Brian Smith in Ohio at Ohio University. You nasty. You nasty. And you look nasty. But anyway, y'all should see where I just shared here by way of the New York Post. Fired Ohio University coach Brian Smith's lawyer cites student dating policy in wild defense. Now, this shit is crazy. So, an attorney for fired Ohio University head football coach Brian Smith disputed the school's claims that his client participated in extramarital affairs with an undergraduate student and noted that his relationship was allowed under the school's policy, according to Front Office Sports. I'm sorry. The university placed Smith on leave on December 1st and fired his ass Wednesday. As university president Lori Gonzalez explained multiple reasons, the first year coach triggered four cause firing in a documentation obtained by the outlet. In response, Smith's attorney, Rex X. Elliott, wrote Tuesday, Coach Smith didn't participate in an extramarital affair, and you know it, adding the coach and his wife had been separated since earlier this year. The two finalized their divorce earlier this month. Coach Smith did not hide the relationship, and even his now ex-wife didn't accuse him of engaging in an extramarital affair. Elliot and Smith and the woman met at an establishment in Athens, and he didn't know she attended the university. He added they were perfectly appropriate consensual adult relationship for nearly 4 months before Smith ended things in November. Elliot said that the woman did not work in the athletic department. The letter says the university does not have a policy barring employees from dating students. In a termination letter, Gonzalez claims Smith admitted to athletic director Slade Larsheed that he carried on an affair at the on campus Ohio University Inn, where he was seen by a parent of one of his players. Elliott said that claim is misleading because Smith was living at the inn after separating from his wife, and that Smith told Larsheed the parent saw him with a 41-year-old woman he was dating after the student. Oh, he got to answer for everything, don't he? In a notice letter of Smith's firing, Gonzalez said the coach admitting to having a relationship with an undergraduate student had repeated use of alcohol in his office in violation of the university policy and smelled strongly of alcohol during a public appearance and was intoxicated in his demeanor. In response to Gonzalez's claim of alcohol use in Smith's office, Elliott said that OU coaches were toasting victories after home wins with bourbon provided by your husband to Coach Smith in his office. Oh boy, answer for everything, don't he? Elliott added, Coach Smith has never been inebriated at an OU event. Gonzalez said she reviewed and considered Elliott's response, but the university still has ample cause to fire the coach, according to Front Office Sports. Smith led the Bobcats to an 8-4 record this season. Messy, 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 honey. I don't believe nothing him nor this lawyer is saying, child. I'm talking about, oh, we met in Athens and we were a consensual relationship and we dated for about 4 months before we broke up in November. And then, honey, they were sitting there, he had enough alcohol, they got drunk and got sloppy drunk and started having hot, sloppy drunk sex in his office, and their asses and got caught. And then he came out smelling like pussy and alcohol. Oh my God, stupid. Y'all just do not care about y'all bottom line, honey. Stupid. So, I mean, I guess if somebody in his situation, honey, you got to try to protect that money because he know that ass was fired. He trying to, oh, well, let me try to let's try to use my lawyer to examine this policy. Y'all don't have a policy against, we saying that we can't date students. Yes, the fuck they do. Every school has that damn policy. Like, stop playing with people. Stop. So, yeah, so thank you, Gorgeous Moon, for that piece of tea. And did anybody else have any tea that I might have missed or any tea that they want to share before we head out? All right. Well, thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. Do not forget about the hot tea cold cash giveaway. Still get those entries in. I'm gonna set up the Monday show so you guys can start getting entries in for the next week. And thank you for your support in all of this. We will be back on Monday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time for a live show if you can make it. And until then, I hope you all have a fabulous weekend.
Bye, guys.